I wanted to touch on something briefly. Um, and this is a strong statement. This is a truthful statement. No one else seems to want to say it, want to talk about it, so forth and so on. But what I am going to share is Hustler Casino Live. Um, is bad for the game. It is bad for the game of poker. There's some things that's going on there. Instead of them correcting this particular player's actions, they're not. They're glorifying it because they want to keep posting clips of the the bullshit that this person is doing. Um, his name is some Asian guy. Damn it, I forgot his name real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Um, right here, Wesley. His name is Wesley. Um, this at first, people were trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. He's new to poker. He doesn't know poker etiquette. Blah blah blah. But by now, you should definitely have some type of poker etiquette. And I'm pretty sure there's some of these poker players, maybe even Garrett, may have told this guy. Not sure, but I'm just assuming Garrett would be the guy to pull him off camera and say, "Hey, man, that wasn't cool," or "Hey, or somebody, you know." Um, but they're giving him benefit of the doubt. But it's people are getting sick of it, and you're seeing it in the comments. You're reading the comments, and you're starting to realize. But Hustler Casino is bad for poker. I suggest we not support them at all until they get this issue corrected because Wesley again has no etiquette, no poker etiquette, disrespectful, um, coaching during hands. This guy just the other day, um, I was uh I was watching poker highlights, and I seen it. This guy, it was during if I'm not, the hand was either like 190,000 or it was 300 something thousand, almost $400,000. And Wesley's sitting there talking during the hand. Now, okay, you talk during the hand, whatever. Some people do it, some people don't care. Um, I don't do it, but then I don't really see a big. I mean, unless you're all in the person's ear. But he's talking. But then the dude's talking about the hand. He's calling the player's hand. The player tanked. The player tanked. Both players have excellent hands. Just one has the 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 nuts, the ultimate nuts. And this dude sits there and calls out the player's hand. And then the other player that's tanking is like, soon as he heard Wesley say that, he starts nodding his head because I mean that could have cost that other player over 100 some thousand dollars extra because Wesley wants to sit there and call out hands and talk. That's not okay. You guys want to jump on someone for looking at someone else's hand that wasn't protecting their hand, but you guys are not stopping this Wesley character from doing all the bullshit that he's doing. Coaching during hands, talking during hands, calling out players' hands during hands. Everything's during hands. And besides not having any type of poker etiquette, this dude doesn't have any type of home training or etiquette in general. I've seen this dude now. Even before COVID, I would have said this is still a big deal and that's fucking disgusting. And when I see stuff like that in the poker room, I call the floor. I am that guy that calls the floor. I would tell that person, look, bro, you gotta go wash your hands. And if they don't want to do it, then I call the floor. And I've had to do that plenty of times. Because some people, I mean, you don't cough into your hand. You don't sneeze into your hand. It's your shoulder, your elbow area, or napkin. Before you just fucking sit there and do that and then start touching all over the cards and the chips, that's fucking disgusting. One guy fucking sneezed. I was playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em. It was a Cuban guy. I was down in this time I was down in Miami. Um, dude sneeze, snot just hang from his nose. He does take his shoulder and he wipes his shoulder off, but then he also takes his hand and he wipes the rest of it off with his hand and proceeds to touch the car. At that point, I said no. I told the dealer no. Look, that dude's gotta wash his hands. He has to go wash his hands. The dealer start talking to him, telling him the guy wants to get an attitude with the dealer because the dealer and I and the rest of the table now at this point wants the dude to go clean his hands. We even provide him with at least hand sanitizer. He didn't want to do it, so I had to call the floor. We had to stop the game. I had to call the floor so this dude can go wash his hands. He didn't go wash his hands. What he did was got up off the table, the Ultimate Texas Hold'em table, and went to the flush game without washing his hands. How disrespectful and disgusting and nasty is that? And that's what's wrong with the fucking world. No fucking home training, no respect for anybody. But I don't want to get too far off because this is mostly about Wesley, and Hustler Casino Live or Hustler Casino. But again, Hustler Casino is bad for the game. They to correct that. They need to go ahead and correct Wesley's action or get rid of him. It's two things. Look, bro, you either gonna learn this etiquette, or you're gonna be more respectful at the table, or you no longer welcome. Because again, it's giving our sport, our game, a horrible name. And we already have enough people that don't have poker etiquette that we have to deal with. We don't need this guy and them promoting it and more people jumping on board with no poker etiquette. So I just want to say that. I mean, and if you, I really don't want you to, and I don't want to encourage anybody to go look at their videos, especially the ones dealing with Wesley, because they're posting these clips for a reason, and it's not to teach people. It's for so people can start watching more. They want them views. But I am gonna click on one. I did see. I did click on another one like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and I did see where people were really starting to get frustrated and annoyed with his actions. But even with this most recent one, I mean, you can just read these comments, and you can just see it for yourselves. Like people, you know, some people still think it's funny, but it's not. It's not funny. It's disrespectful in multiple ways. Then you see, look, you got this person in the career. Wesley is a great player. He needs to start playing. No, he shouldn't even be allowed to play tournaments until some type of etiquette training. If he has to be a grown-ass adult that gets some type of etiquette training or poker etiquette training, then, I'm going to dislike that. And I know people are not going to see it, but that shit deserves a dislike. Yeah, he's been a jerk. It's. But you guys can see these. See, look, we don't need people encouraging this shit. We don't. And that's why they keep posting these clips. This is not just the only clip, the only time. There's multiple other videos where it's him just, being disrespectful, talking during hands, coaching, needling players, all kinds of bullshit. Oh, in this video 3 days ago, 194 views. And it's titled "What the F." I did see that one. I can't stand players that do that. That's a whole nother topic, but I can't stand people that do that. I really can't. That shouldn't even be legal. I mean, showing your chips and having your chips out, that's fine. That I understand that players should have their chips, not be able to hide chips. But with all that extra bullshit and all up in people's personal space and all trying to, it's so fucking annoying, bro. It's like, what's wrong with poker? Just people are just turning this game, this sport into something just. unenjoyable.